Hi, I'm Katie, facialist and founder of Relax, a skin studio in London, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today on Relax Explains, I'm going to be explaining acne. Acne is a massive topic. It involves lots of different factors, including gut health, hormone health. Check in the next couple of weeks where I'm going to be covering those topics, but today I'm just going to be talking about the skin itself, how acne forms within the skin, and the kind of things that you should be looking for in your products to help calm down any acne flare-ups. So before we start, I just want to say I really love working with acne clients. It's something that I specialize in. I've suffered from acne myself. I've done loads and loads of research over the past decade into acne, and I really do not agree with the way that it has been treated historically. So if you think about how GPs or dermatologists would treat acne topically, it would be with benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, Duac, Retin-A, products that are super harsh, and actually if you apply them enough in a concentrated space, it will burn the skin. So when I think of acne, I think of a couple of things. I think about compromised skin integrity, compromised skin barrier, inflammation, and the fact that it hurts. If you had a cut on your hand, if you had like a wound, you wouldn't put lemon juice in it to heal it, which is essentially what we're doing when we're using acids and really strong products on inflamed acne or open acne. So if you are suffering from inflamed acne at the moment, I understand how frustrating it can be, and that feeling of wanting to kind of just burn your skin off or just get rid of it somehow. It will not give the desired results. It won't help, and actually in the long term it could cause further problems because it weakens the skin's barrier. We're going to come to talk a little bit more about that, but it weakens the skin's barrier, it compromises the skin's integrity, which means that it's not going to be strong enough to be protected against bacteria and other pathogens. You need a strong barrier for your skin to keep it strong and healthy. I am firstly going to talk about how acne forms within the skin, and then we'll go on to talk about products. So everybody has pores all over their face. I'm going to be talking today about the face, but this applies to the chest, back, arms, bum, wherever you're getting spots. It's the same thing that happens. I'm just going to be focusing on the face to keep things simple for today. So we've got pores everywhere, all over our body. Every pore has, all over our face, every pore has a little sebaceous gland at the bottom. This little gland produces oil that comes up the pore and then sits on top of the skin and creates a thin oily layer called the acid mantle. The acid mantle is the skin's first line of defense against pathogens and bacteria. It is a super important part of the skin's makeup, and mainstream products or the use or the introduction or like level of the level of accessibility to acids has kind of made this really easy to destroy. So that's something that I'm going to talk about in a bit more detail. So we have these pores that put oil up onto the skin surface. We also have skin cells that sit like roof tiles. So all of these skin cells are dead. They start off in the basal layer of the epidermis. The epidermis on the face is 4 layers. The basal layer, the cells are plump, they're round, they have a nucleus, which is the cell's brain because they're alive. They have a fatty lipid membrane outside that keeps moisture in, and they are nice and plump. As they go up the epidermis, the nucleus dies and the cells start to flatten, and they just become these flat keratin dead cells that sit like roof tiles. That is how skin is formed. It's okay for us to have dead skin cells there. That is how the skin is designed. That is not a problem. It's not something that we need to combat or fight or attack. It's okay. That's just how the skin is made. These pores are where the breakouts start. So there is nothing wrong with pores. Pores are very important. We're not going to demonize or villainize any part of the skin's natural biology in this video, which I see a lot of mainstream beauty companies doing. So pores that pump oil onto the skin that we need to keep our skin hydrated and moisturized and healthy, they can get blocked if we have too many dead skin cells on the skin's surface, if we have too much oil being produced, or if we have not enough oil being produced so that the skin cells are then like, there are more dry dead skin cells. If we don't have enough oil being produced, or this acid mantle is being removed too quickly, we're also going to have a compromised skin barrier, which means that bacteria is going to be able to get into the skin quicker. So if you are using dirty makeup brushes, or sleeping on a dirty pillowcase, or using a dirty face cloth, or even just touching your face a lot throughout the day, and your acid mantle is not very strong, the bacteria will be able to penetrate the skin quite easily. Okay, so we've already discussed how a pore becomes clogged, how it creates a plug. How this kind of manifests on the skin surface will depend on a couple of other variables. So if you see a blackhead, this is when the pore is clogged and the top bit mixes with oxygen and becomes oxidized. That's all that is. If you see it as a little whitehead, it's because a tiny bit of bacteria got in and you needed some white blood cells, phagocytic cells, that are another immune response, to come and eat the bacteria so that it can't go any further into our body. If you have a whitehead with inflammation, it means that there is inflammation happening underneath the skin surface, or the same with if you have like a cystic kind of nodule, it's inflammation happening underneath the skin surface. The inflammation can be caused by a few different things, such as hormones, stress, lymphatic function, also human intervention is something that can really promote inflammation. So the squeezing, that can really promote inflammation in the skin in the epidermis and dermis. So today we're going to talk more just like keeping it at skin level, keeping it at surface level. The kind of things that we've covered so far are too much oil, not enough oil, build-up of dead skin cells, bacteria, compromised skin barrier, and inflammation. So these can happen for a variety of different reasons. If we're looking at it from a topical perspective, the products that you use can really make this better or worse. So if you're using too many harsh and stripping products that are stripping back that acid mantle, that will either lead to an overproduction of oil because the skin is recognizing that it hasn't got enough oil, so it's going to produce more, or it will just lead to a compromised acid mantle, meaning that that initial line of defense is not strong. So the kind of products that can disrupt this are overuse of acids, overuse of exfoliators, overuse of foaming cleansers. Check out my first two videos, Relax Explains Exfoliators and Relax Explains Cleansers, for a bit more information on that. Dead skin cells. So again, this can come from not having enough moisture or oil on the skin, and dead skin cells can kind of start to build up if the skin is a bit dry. If you think about dehydrated soil, the way that it goes, like a little bit kind of like flaky and cracky. Or it could be, again, to like using dehydrating products. Or you might just be someone who has like a quicker skin cell turnover, which is fine. Like my clients who suffer from psoriasis or just have very genetically dry skin may just need a little bit more support in helping those dead skin cells kind of slough away, desquamate as it's called. So using a gentle exfoliator a couple of times a week can be amazing for this. The exfoliators that you choose will depend on your skin type. Check out the previous video because that has like way more information than I'm able to go into in this video. And then inflammation. Okay, so if you're using products that are promoting inflammation in the skin, it's anything that is like using a lot of friction, creating a lot of dryness in the skin. So just overuse of hard products will be promoting inflammation, and they will not be conducive to wound healing. So the kind of things that we want to be looking for are products that are gentle, non-stripping to the skin, but that are also deep cleansing. So I know I talk about it all the time, but the Oilixia Gummy Cleanser is just amazing for this. It has eucalyptus, so it's antibacterial, it has loads and loads of anti-inflammatories, and it has vitamin C, which is a cofactor in collagen production, so it is really, really great for wound healing. Use a gentle exfoliator. So like I said, check out my first two videos, that's why I did them on cleansers and exfoliators, because they're really, really powerful steps in any skincare regime. You want to be using a gentle exfoliator. If you're getting dry, flaky skin that is clogging up the skin, causing congestion that's leading to breakouts, just use a gentle granular exfoliator. I love the Nini Organics Coffee and Cacao Scrub with a little bit of water, or you can pop it in the gummy cleanser. Just use it always on damp skin, so gently, no more than twice a week. If you've got broken skin, you want to avoid exfoliating and instead look for products that are going to be like really good at wound healing. So I love using like aloe vera just by itself at nighttime. It's amazing for just healing any broken, inflamed skin. Using oils because they're just jam-packed full of anti-inflammatories, antibacterials. If your skin is not too sensitive, check out the Nini Organics Detox Oil. It's amazing. If your skin is very, very reactive and like you're sensitive to essential oils and stuff like that, just use a plain jojoba oil. You can get it from Naturally Thinking is a really accessible website. They sell lots of individual ingredients. You can just get some jojoba oil from there. It is the oil that is most like our skin's own sebum in terms of molecular structure, so it's the least likely oil to cause issues. Another good one is grapeseed oil. That's great for acneic skin, and it won't do any harm. It's super, super light. It won't clog pores. It's non-comedogenic, which is what you want to be looking for from your products. Non-comedogenic, meaning that it does not clog the pores. Sweet almond oil, if you are not sensitive to nuts in any way, is another really lovely oil. When you're looking to do like masks or further treatments, we were talking about how the skin barrier can be compromised and how manual manipulation can promote inflammation. If you are a picker, I am such a picker. If you're a picker, I feel your pain. The best way to try and stop picking is just by giving your hands something else to do. When you feel like picking, which never, never, never improves the situation, ever. Trust me, it doesn't. If you don't follow us on Instagram, check out my latest IGTV all about skin picking. That might have some useful resources in for you. But this is when I would recommend like doing a mask. So if your skin is very sensitive and inflamed, you can mix your masks with honey. If you're vegan, you can mix it with agave. It's not a problem. Honey is kind of preferable if you are okay with honey, just because it's antibacterial and it's a humectant, so it draws moisture up. It's really anti-inflammatory and antibacterial. Mixing it with something like the Lena Wild Rescue Mask is an amazing treatment for acneic skin. That has matcha tea, which is a strong antioxidant, clay, so it does help to pull out some of the bacteria and old sebum, dead skin cells, willow bark, which is what salicylic acid is derived from, but it's not as strong as salicylic acid, so it's more gentle. It's a really camu, which is rich in vitamin C, again, which as I discussed helps the skin to heal. And yeah, so that's a lovely treatment to do. I would really avoid acids on broken skin. This is super important because, like I said, that idea of pouring lemon juice in a cut, it's not going to help the skin heal. And yeah, wear SPF. Always wear SPF. It can be challenging to find an SPF that suits your skin, particularly when you have acne. It will really, really help the skin not to scar. One that I really love is the Dr. Wheel for Origins Mega Bright SPF, because it's super light. Like, it's so light, it's like water. If you find a good SPF that you like that doesn't irritate your skin, hang on to it. Don't listen to what other people are saying. If it suits you, then it works. I hope this helps. If you want any more information on acne, we offer online skin consultations. It is something that we specialize in. It's something that we're really, really passionate about. I know that going down like the GP and dermatologist route can be really disheartening. So if you are suffering, there are solutions. We have seen so much success with so many of our acne clients by working using our three-pronged approach of nutrition, lifestyle and skin treatments. But that is basically what I would offer for skin. If you guys have any questions or any feedback, or there's anything else that you want to see, just leave me a comment in the comment below, and thanks so much for watching.